Hello there, and welcome back to the next filming block of Majora's Mask. I have absolutely no idea how I'm planning to get through this. It has been... Put it this way, I've had the busiest time of my life since that. Since the last time I filmed, I've been so incredibly busy, and it's kinda at the point where I don't really remember what we've got left to do. Side quest wise, I know where we're at with the actual game, but I really don't know where we're at with any of the side quests. See, I haven't even... This is the one thing about the 3DS version that I think was incredibly helpful. They expanded the Bomber's Notebook drastically. And, I'm quite open about the fact that I don't like Majora 3D. Big shock, I don't like Modern Zelda at all. But, here I am still hyping up Tears of the Kingdom because I'm a loyalist who wants to see the best in a series that was honestly always important to me. What I don't remember if I did, I don't remember if I went to... I don't know why I'm being a dumb fuck. I don't remember if I did the Gossip Stones. And to be honest, it would take too long to go through all of the previous videos to work out if I had or hadn't. Whereas I could just spend 5 seconds doing it on here. Does it list the people that run the... No, it doesn't. Postman's Hat, Keaton Mask. I could. I might. Oh. That's marginally problematic. Oh wait, no, it's there. Sorry, being done. So, Giant's Mask, Postman's Hat, Keaton Mask. I don't remember what the other one was. It's something really obvious. Yeah, I don't remember. Again. We do this every couple of episodes or so. I should know this by now. I want to say it's not animal based. Ooh. Funnily enough, part of the reason I haven't really been... yes, it was obvious. It's Couple's Mask. Right, so the only masks I have to get are the relatively simple ones. Okay, so... we still have one more bottle to get, which... don't even get me started. I had worked out, everything that needed to be done. So, I've been learning different speedrunning stuff for Ocarina of Time, which is why I haven't really been doing Majora playthroughs. And in fact, I was going to do a kind of Ocarina of Time boot camp, and I probably still will before Tears of the Kingdom releases. But I don't know when it will be yet. Right. Oh, I remember where the thing is. Yeah, yeah, I'll go and get that. So, I think this cycle should be dedicated to one version of the Anduin Cafe quest. I'm just gonna do the Gossip Stones. I don't see a point to not. It will take all of 5 seconds, really. Like, I need to go and do the Akana Castle, which is why we bought Powder Keg, which is a good thing that I remember because I almost forgot. But yeah, we can handle that all in one day quite easily. The only thing is we'll need to... I think it's probably going to be best that I don't focus on Ikana until later. Which is a bit of a departure from how I usually play. Because I've been optimising everything about my run through. To be fair, it won't take long to do Ikana Castle, but like I don't want to miss I don't want to get distracted and miss windows like the Anduin Cafe stuff. So how I'm probably gonna handle it. I didn't mean to go down there, and I don't know why, but I knew that was gonna happen. With the Anduin Cafe stuff, I think I'm going to handle it by... Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'll work out a strategy to kind of avoid overdoing it. Also, during day 2, we're going to have to go and pay another visit to the Ocean Spider House. Because there's a heart piece there, because of course there fucking is. Why wouldn't there be? Honestly. Like, there are minor problems I have with this game, but... And while I'm being a bit of a grump, it's more the fact that... I always say that I'm not supposed to play Zelda like this. Like, where I leave it for a month. And in fact, I had considered doing a breakaway episode where I just played a randomizer first. But no. Please, please, please tell me I haven't done this, because otherwise I've just wasted like 10 minutes. No, I've done it. Hardly a surprise, is it? But yeah, so... Thing is, I wasn't even 100% sure whether or not I'd filmed all my Zelda stuff. Like... Okay. I'm going to optimise, I think. Secret Shrine's useless until we have our light arrows. So... We're going to do general stuff in... You know what's just occurred to me? I need to go and get something before we do this. I'm not enough of a fool to go in unprepared for our fight with... For our legendary battle with the forces of darkness. Yeah, so I'm filming this now because of the fact that in the next couple of days I'm not going to have a chance to film it. I'm actually not even supposed to be doing this now anyway. It's just that we've come to an end of the first few filming blocks, like in terms of what's been released. As of filming this, I believe episode 7 was the one where we did Dongera and finished the Great Bay Temple and all that. But basically, long story short, I have, since doing that, I've been immensely busy, and whenever I've not been busy, I haven't felt like filming. And it's gotten us to a situation where this is why I was filming ahead, because I knew I'd burn out. And frankly, it's incredible that I have still managed to burn out. Because the only thing that I've filmed since, like, early March, I believe, quite literally the sole thing I have filmed was the Tears of the Kingdom gameplay reveal reaction. So, pose are actually pretty easy once you've adapted to them. Let's hope I wasn't being a dumb fuck. Okay. Try not to miss them. Usually there'd be a little red dot on the map, but there is no map. So we've kind of got to just make do with what we've got. Should be one more. Okay. Thank God. Should be just a heart contain. I already did this, didn't I? Yeah, this would have been one of the things that I just did. It's fine, we've got some time. Time moves actually slow enough to be tolerable when you grind it to a halt. Because in the original, it moves slow enough that it's not really a problem. It's in the remake that it moves a bit faster, and it's the only way in which the remake is tolerably difficult. Because it's obsessed with making things overly easy, and I don't think that was to its benefit. But then again, I don't think it's ever to the game's benefit when you focus on making it needlessly easy. But I know that people thought that that Majora's Mask's original was far too difficult, and to that I say poppycock. Because for the love of God, you people need to learn how to play difficult games. Okay, there's a heart piece here that I'll need to obtain somehow. This connects to the well, which, thank God we got that out of the way last episode. While I was still on a roll, because I just wouldn't have wanted to do this today. do know. I need some magic, really. There we go. There's also a fairy down here. Sod it. I don't ever need fairies, but I have enough bottles in this game that I'm never ever going to have a problem. Right. The dealio is we have to get out of here by realistically 1:30. To be fair, it doesn't really matter how I handle things. Got it. I want rupees, so... You can't one-shot them like you can in, Ocarina. And while I understand why... Because, well... You know, you can already make them do whatever the fuck that is. Okay, so we've got to go left first. Like, C is to the left of the two black keys. I hate that that sticks in my head. It has been years since that has been a relevant sentence that has been in, like, in my life. Let it fall on me. Go. Okay. This is going to be one of them things where I experiment a little just because of the fact I learned some new tricks. It's just easier than trying to deal with it the proper way, where I continuously fail. So yeah, I really have been learning some new tricks when it comes to this game. We'll get some Chateau Romani later as well. Okay. Sod it. No, 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 no. I don't know what was up with my depth perception then, but... Jesus fucking Christ. I could probably reach for the boomerangs to go and handle that, but... Why would I ever risk that? Okay. So... We're now back outside. Let's focus on trying to knock those fucking crows out of the sky. Well, guays, but they're crows. Come on. Okay. 3 out of 4 pieces. I'm gonna need to kind of like work out where all of the heart pieces are, because to be honest, I'm starting to lose any perception I had of where I left anything. I'd pick it up, but I'd do it again, but there's really no point. Go away. It's here somewhere. Okay, I'm missing something. Oh yeah, no, I know what I'm missing. The fact that I'm a fucking moron. Wait. It would be nice if the game wouldn't make me do this much backtracking, but I also don't really care. Like, it's the equivalent of... Yeah, sometimes my relationship with this game is the equivalent of... She's like really arsey with me all the time, but she's cute, so who cares? That is genuinely how I feel about this game sometimes. We're gonna need some bombs again. It's astounding that every time I have to handle it like this. This isn't nearly as difficult as I thought it was, this bomb trick. No, it's bomb hovering I can't do. Or else I would be. I could just use bombs, but... that's a bit of a waste of time. It's already 11 o'clock. Fucking hell. Thing is, like, I could do things like I could do this with bombs, but like, it just strikes me as a terrible waste of resources when I could just like Deku my way over. No, sod it. Not important. Right. That should not have taken as long as it did. So, yeah. It's been decided where I'm moving to next. Like, housing-wise. Do you believe that that is how you make... Yeah, that's... This is the way. There's probably a way for me to skip that entirely, but... You know what? It's a lot of hassle for something that's probably only, like, slightly likely to work. Read it. Genuinely wild that they stand there, like, doing full-on dances. We'll pay a visit to Clock Town and deposit some rupees shortly. But... oh! Here we go again. I forget that you can't do it like that on vanilla. Okay, I'm ready. Let him fly around the room. It doesn't happen yet. It's because I'm used to doing this with light arrows. Okay, now he'll fly around the room. And you can tell that it's been a while since I last even played this game, like, properly. Like, since the last, like, sit down and play Majora's Mask that I did. Okay. That's practically everything I have. Okay. Head back to Clock Town very, very soon. Okay. So, do I really have time? We'll handle what's going on back in Clock Town first before we take it back to Akana Castle. Just because this fight can sometimes be a little bit finicky, if I remember rightly. Because I suck. Didn't mean to do that. But yeah, so we'll of course I'm just feeling like a bit of an idiot for the fact that the rupee thing is gonna be the hardest heart piece that we can, like, for us to get. Like, it's gonna take us being incredibly, like, full on with how we use our rupees. And I don't actually know how easy it's gonna be for us to handle it. Like, most people do significantly more cycles than we are gonna even have gone close to by the end of this. I'll do a couple of tries of it just to keep sharp on. There we go. Of course I have the thingy rupee. The Not rupee. I have the hook shot. Why am I being a dumb fuck today? Like, I'm really struggling with talking. Like, don't get me wrong, commentary isn't usually my strong suit, but like, I never bought a Clock Tower map. Eh. If that is the only thing that isn't, like, purchased to make 100%, then that's fine. Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay. I'm probably gonna list off like all of the heart pieces that I like need ahead of time. To be fair, like I can think of some stuff, like you get 4 heart pieces on the moon, for example. So by the time that I go to the moon, I should have, well, I should have 1 more heart to get. It's been really sunny the last couple of days. Like every time I look out my window, it's been like really like properly sunny, like blazing sun. Not hot, but that kind of sun. I think I handled everything in Snowhead. Oh. It's the Running Man time. I really can't think of where the heart pieces that I'm not remembering are. Like, okay, so I'm about to get 1 more heart piece at some point in the next couple of cycles, which makes 4 more hearts to get. Then I'm going to obtain okay, so let's say Secret Shrine. So Secret Shrine, 4 more hearts to get. Stone Tower Temple, Beaten, 3 more hearts. The 4 who are there on the moon, 4. Like, so that leaves us with 2 hearts to pick up. So that leaves us with 8 heart pieces. I don't actually know where they are. I don't believe there's any to pick up during the Andrew and Cafe quest. To be fair, it might just be that I have to... Oh, Old Lady. Old Lady is definitely more... Yeah, I should talk to the Old Lady shortly. Don't really need to deal with the bomb shop. I can also get Keaton Mask this cycle. So, there are actually 2 from the Old Lady, which I need the All-Night Mask for, which I've got, I do believe. In fact, yeah, I do, because I haven't listed it as one of the ones I don't have. As weird as that is as a way of explaining it, it's true. Mayor Dotor. Mayor Dotor requires me to have... Okay, yeah, that's fine. I actually think that Okay, yeah, Meadow tool. Okay. So Gorman, Rosa's sisters. There's somebody else in stockpotting, I think. Have I done the hand? I haven't done the hand, I don't think. That'll be quick enough to handle. They look very similar. Kamara and Grog do. Okay, I'm gonna need to like list off all the NPCs in Clocktown because all of these are. Okay, the big secret of Majora is that the vast majority of action goes on in Clocktown, like in terms of scheduling. And if they ever did another game, like in the same vein as this, I would want them to focus on a broader scale when it comes to all of that. Okay. Let me see. I really don't know. Like, what to really expect here. It might be worth having a look around and seeing what's what. The heart piece. You know what, I really... While I'm waiting for, what's his name? For the running man to come and do this. So, heart pieces. So, you know what, I could go and do Granny now. Like, I could go and, pick up a couple of hours. You know what, no, I'm gonna do Granny when I do the, couple's mask. Because I don't want to throw off my scheduling a bit. Yes, I'm also looking for cafe. Okay, so... So, yeah, oh, yeah, I can't do Granny, can I? Because I've got to go and meet Andrew at, 11:30. So it's a good thing I didn't try and do that, because, to be honest, the last thing I need is to... I mean, I could have, but, like, no, fuck off. I always angle that so wrong, but... It's okay. It's not a big deal. Well, it kind of is, but, like, it's not. Not in the grand scheme of things. I made a slight lapse in my judgment. It wasn't like Logan Paul's severe and continuous. I always reference the deadest of jokes. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't like internet culture whatsoever nowadays. And it's not that I want to go back to every 5 seconds you're called a slur if you aren't, like, the straightest, whitest person on the planet. That isn't what I'm saying, but, like, I do think that modern culture fucking sucks in general. Whereas the culture I grew up with and the culture that that YouTube was born to, it was a lot more fun, less corporate, and I don't think that any of the corporate meddling that YouTube's undergone has done any good for it. I swear I'm pretty sure I did the I swear I did Dead Hand in like it's not Dead Hand, it's Two Other Hand, but like still. I swear I did it in like my first episode all that time ago. Hang on. 2 seconds. Okay, if I did, I can't find any evidence of it. And I'd have done it in my first cycle because that makes the most sense. Yeah, it's fine, we've got time. And we're gonna be in that kitchen anyway, like... We'll do the trade right before we go and see Andrew. For the time being, we are going to go and have a fight with the biggest fucking Stalfoss I have ever fucking seen. Not Captain Keita, the other one. I really don't know. Like, thing is, I try and do this without a guide whatsoever. Like, I got annoyed when I accidentally exposed myself to the location of one of the bottles. Muppets. They really thought that I was gonna let them kill me. They give a lot of rupees in this as well. Okay. Okay. So this is where we're going to learn the Elegy of Emptiness, which is the last song in the game. I do believe. Okay. There's actually something quite interesting that I want to show off before we properly engage the enemy. It's the way they glance at each other that gets me. Okay, here we go. Okay. Which of you wants to come after me first? Okay. Here we go. Our buddy over here wants to fight us. I'm a whole lot less efficient than I usually am at this today. That's how tired I am, I guess. I had a bit of a rough day. Okay. This is what I mean about the fight being a little bit finicky. Come on. Okay. It is quite an interesting fight, though, to be fair. I mean, every character in this game is brimming with life, and I love it. Doesn't mean it's not mildly annoying that, like, I can't remember what I'm doing. Let me real quick add to that document that I've started. There's still one more person in Clocktown that I can't think of for the life of me. It's Cathay, isn't it? That's who I can't think of. Cathay. Because he's so obvious, I assume that he'd be in my little book, but he's not. He's really not. Cathay doesn't actually grant a heart piece, I don't think, at any given point. And so, blah blah blah. Down, left. I cut that out. Naturally, inserting unfunny comment about Ben. And the way he drowned. You gotta wonder what the hell they were thinking with this, though. Like, blimey. It is unnerving. I'll grant you that. I will. This soldier who has no heart is your twin image, a shell of yourself that will shed when your song commands it. Okay. I've managed to take way too long to handle what should have been a straightforward, like, in and out job. So what now? I really don't think Cathay leads to any masks, but not masks. Leads to any heart pieces, but we'll see. We'll see. And I would go and visit Granny now, but like, why confuse myself when I could just handle things quite simply? Oh, great bay. really don't know though. Like, it'll be fine. We just need to work out what's what. Naturally. I can't think. And you. So, Toto, I don't think you get any heart pieces for like light rehearsals or anything. You get the circus troupe thingamabob for the Ballad of the Windfish. Honestly, like, usually I go in with a plan, and this is kind of where it all falls apart because of the fact that, like, you know what? We may as well just go and start hiking. Really. Oh, I don't think so, actually. I've genuinely forgotten, like, everything. It's quite irritating. But it is my belief that let me just give those just readers with another skin. I wasn't really curious, I just wanted to see it happen in real time. You know, I don't know. I really don't. Oh, blimey. There is actually a quicker way of doing this, but I can't be fucked for it. Like, it's not that big a deal. Okay. I really don't know what I'm... like, I really don't know where to take this next. Like, it's the way that Guan Link's head is usually tilted to the side when that animation plays. It's quite creepy. Like, it's like... Okay. Right. Gotta be careful with Zora Link because of the fact that the fire keys can knock Zora Link, like, basically zone him out. Right, there's absolutely no point in pressing any of those switches. I've never liked this tower. Like, I actually do like the Stone Tower Temple. I don't like doing it in randomizers because that's just hassle. Like, if I'm being honest, when it comes to randomizers, I try to minimize fuss. Like, I don't like dealing with any of the more important shit. It's gonna make me watch the animation of each block moving, and it's like, this is, in my opinion, this is the only way the N64 Zelda games, and to be honest, it's not just the N64 Zelda games, it's pretty much every game I play. It's the only way I actually agree they've aged badly. Like, don't get me wrong, like, visually, they have, if we're being realistic, aged pretty poorly, but my idea of aged pretty poorly just means that they're a little bit blocky. Like, they don't look bad by any means whatsoever. I have an idea. I must admit, it's a pretty poor idea at the minute. Every time. Oh, go away. This tower is a complete waste of time to climb. I hate this tower. I really do. It takes so long to actually ascend. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try my idea. Basically, it's said that you can actually climb the tower without really going through all the extra hassle. I'm unbelievable. Unbelievable, I know. Like, how did I... This is what I get for never focusing. Positively haunting. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this game, but this is the part of the game where I start getting annoyed, like, a lot more frequently. Just to double check on my current whereabouts. I really need a Scarecrow song. Okay, here we go. I actually believe I can get over there without the Scarecrow song, but it's going to be a bit of a... this is going to be a bit of a timing nightmare, but... I hate this game at times. I really do. So, not only do I have to watch out for boulders, but I have to watch out for the rest of those fuckers. Like, really? Ugh, I hate it. I don't like having to deal with keys on this tower. There's specifically the part of the game where I start wanting to throw hands. Also, do you notice how far I was projected because of that? The reason I know that this works is because it's basically the same as a Fierce Deity jump. Come on, where are you fuckers? Okay. Oh, unbelievable. Doesn't have to be the end though. It's going to take a minute to organise what's going to be quite an angle to work with. No, it can't be done. Okay. It's fine, there's nothing really up there, but like... You know, it would have been nice to have gone over and proved that there was nothing over there. But that does actually bring me to another point. Like... You see, Pierre isn't quite as prominent in this game as he is in Ocarina of Time, but like... You can go and pay him a visit. Okay, so... I'm gonna go and pay our buddy Pierre a visit in Clock Town. May as well. Hey, the warp songs from Ocarina are anyone's game. Like, ultimately, it is worth using Pierre where you can. I've just made my life more difficult by going that direction, but oh well, it's fine. We can handle it. I actually think I may have done this in the previous several episodes. But it's fine, we're just wasting some time until we can go and visit Andrew. I always thought Andrew got her name in Ocarina of Time as Manuel or some shit, but she didn't. She was literally just Cuckoo Lady in Ocarina of Time. They didn't even dignify her with a name. Yeah, we've already handled that. Fine. Thank God that it rendered it in. It doesn't always do that when I'm looking, like, because it's a draw distance thing. The draw distance in Majora is so weird. Like, past a certain point, it will kind of exist, but it kind of won't. Okay, it has. It has appeared. I was beginning to think he wasn't going to show. sod it. But as you can see, I know about this because of yeah, there's really nothing up here, but like in randomizer, I do believe those pots are full of good stuff. Okay. I actually don't know that many places where you can get your hands on whatever it's called. Why am I doing this again? Where you can get your hands on like where Pierre shows up. Like most of it is just to get you to like a nearby ferry or some shit. Because the game doesn't treat Pierre as necessary. To be fair, it's not that, because Ocarina of Time doesn't either. But because of the fact that the game isn't very... Pierre isn't in very many locations. He was kind of an afterthought. He only really matters in Snowhead. It's quite easy to forget that Pierre's even in the game. Fucking hell. I need to stop being this tired. Like, I have the Song of Storms, so it's not really necessary for me to have anything else. Oh, blimey. I'm doing this because I don't really remember if I did or didn't. I know we did the torch minigame because it's the first time I've done that in a very long time. So I don't usually bother leaving Great Bay I don't usually bother keeping Great Bay saved. The only places I tend to bother in randomizers with saving if I can help it, like as a conscious effort, I'll only really save Woodfall and Snowhead because they have the most differences when they're saved to when they're still ruined. To be fair, even if I didn't have Pierre, I'd have yeah, it does this sometimes. This is taking us longer than it usually does. Like, bloody hell. I mean to like get through the episode. For the record. Okay, we've managed to find Pierre. Okay, so we have officially got 4 more to go, hearts-wise. So, 1 heart container taken out by Ikana. 1 heart container taken out by the moon. Okay, so I'm only missing 3 heart pieces that I don't know about then. So I've managed to work out pretty nicely where the vast majority are. Okay. Oh, I actually do know where one of them is. This is going to take a little bit of time, so if there was ever a time to do it, it's now. And to be fair, we do have time, so... I know where one of the heart pieces is. Because I usually save it because it's quick on rando because of the fact that I skip half of the process to unlock it. But I can't just do that on vanilla. To be honest, I'd buy the fish if it... I'd buy all the fish if it made my life any easier. But I actually need my rupees for Chateau Romani. This is going to take some time, so I'm going to come back when I've got everything. See you in a sec. Okay. We're pretty much ready now to do the utterly insane thing I'm about to do. To be fair, it's not that insane, I just like to oversell it. Did I handle the like at the bottom of the sea? Should go and check after this. Although we are already at like 9 PM and I don't want to be doing this for too long. Right, you ready for the most tedious process of all time? I want to make you actually sit and watch with me. So, the deal with Tears of the Kingdom is this. I'm looking forward to it. I have pre-ordered the collector's edition. And believe me, that was hard. That was immensely hard. It doesn't mean that I've softened on Breath of the Wild. I have a little bit, I'll admit. And I've even been willing to play it on Switch again. But I'm still a little bit annoyed at what it's done to the perception of Zelda. Because all I'm ever hearing about now is how Breath of the Wild is the best Zelda game ever and Zelda needed to change. It didn't need to change. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not... Change isn't inherently a bad thing, but like... Zelda didn't need to. It really didn't. It was fine as it was, and I only take issue with the fact that people get really quite... Oh, wow, that actually happened in one. Okay, so... Fish out of the way. Otherwise known as there's always a bigger fish. It's like Tattle's trying to target it. Oh well, doesn't matter. I could always go and have a fight with Takuri again, but you know what? After the last time, I don't really fancy ever doing that again. Okay, so one of the 3 that I couldn't work out where it was placed, I've located. One of those big 3. And depending on if I've done this or not, and I think I will have, because Well, it's one of the few items. Well, not few items. It's one of the many items I know the exact location of by heart. Thing is, like, it's actually highly probable that okay, so I tell people that I know this game like the back of my hand. That is almost true. Like, any point? No. Like, I do know the game really well, and I probably know it better than most people. You know, I've committed most of the item locations in this game to memory. Okay, so... We're due back, back in Clocktown by 11:30. Okay, so... Dual Night Mask will help us get the granny heart pieces. Thing is, we're coming to an end of the game now. Like, we are. To be honest, this is the first time that I'm not immediately rushing to do a dungeon. To be honest, like, this is supposed to be a filming block, and I'm considering just not making it one. Like, I'm considering, like, just saving and taking it slowly and going back to doing what I want to do for the night. But if I do that, like, don't get me wrong, it's not an inherently terrible idea, but, like, it's a bit of a cop-out, and I don't like doing cop-outs. It is now a time when we can go and pick up Chateau Romani. Yes, you are a member. Come in. Poor thing. Well, apparently so. I don't know how you get tipsy on milk, but you manage it. You always manage it. Frankly, it's impressive. Okay, so... Oh, God. I think I already did the treasure chest minigame too, which is great because I don't want to. Like, let's be real, it's a complete waste of time. I do believe I have already come up here. 100 rupees. 100 rupees. That's great. I do need some rupees, really. I'm hoping to have done a few deposits by the end of the cycle. But if we're being realistic, I'll probably have gotten one done. To be fair, if it's just 1 or 2 heart pieces, I'm happy to look them up. But, like... if I can do this on my own, I would like to do this on my own. I don't think that it's a good habit to be looking things up in Zelda games. It's only because of the fact that, like, I don't know. We'll see. Land title deed will do. I don't have to see it all. Okay, so uh genuinely, I don't know why I'm so distracted with this. Like, thing is, I need to pack a bit tonight as well. Like, I'm moving some of my stuff back to Birmingham because, well, it's getting very close to move out day. Okay. Yeah, it's getting very close to move out day, and I want to get some of my stuff gone, like, soon-ish. So I'm going to start packing up, like, I'm going to pack up the majority of my DVDs, I think. Which, I've been told that I'm insane for continuing to use DVDs in a world that's trying to go digital. To which I say the world can fuck it. Like, the world can get fucked, to be honest. Like, I'll go into a tangent in a sec. I'm gonna be late, but yeah, I am hoping that things will be a bit simpler next year for me. Like, I need to work on my timing. You know, it's all well and good the fact that I want to start producing videos. By the way, I am still in the process of developing stuff for the... What? Okay. Yeah, I am still in the process of developing stuff when it comes to, when it comes to the 2003 reviews. I'm like, Angie isn't there at the time she asked me to be. Like, it's a very tight turnaround between this and the Bond thing. It's also quite interesting that when the old lady gets mugged, like, Jim Bob, my boy, never bothers to, well, quite simply, he doesn't bother to help. See what you got. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be like... I can never remember. Like, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be in my... Yeah, that's why. I'm a dumb fuck. To be fair, I should probably get in the habit of including these people in my notebook. Even if I've interacted with them before. But Dead Hand I dealt with ages ago. So the only people left to add into my journal are Cafe, Meadow Tour, and there are 2 others. And I can't think for the life of me again who they are. Okay, so quite simply, we need to go and post this wonderful work of art. Have I hit postman in? Like, I should have done. No. So the postman's one of them as well. Thing is, if I talked to them as Deku Link, it didn't count. Out of curiosity. Because this will change the entire way I perceive this. Like, my entire objective here. Oh, fuck off. I'm not doing it. As bad as it is, I don't have time. Like, and to be honest, like, I could do the entirety of the Andrew and Cafe quest now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm only going to do the bits that are convenient so I can get the bottle. Because I want the postman hat. Okay, I'm realistically just curious to see if... Okay, they're not listed. They might only be in the thingy book. They might only be in the thingy book if I'm... like in the 3DS version. Okay. Well, we may as well. But I am going to call it here. I'm too tired to be dealing with the Stone Tower Temple right now, and given that it's the most complicated and the only difficult one of all of them, and given that the last time I did this temple on the level of tiredness that I'm currently on, I managed to soft lock the game. Don't even ask. Like that, I don't think I could ever reproduce what I did there. But either way, if ever like there are times to just stop filming for the time being, it's now. So thank you all, as always, for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.